Alright guys, this week we are going to be installing our solar panels. We have two 100-watt solar panels here, and then we also have the rest of the kit in the van. Alright, so this is the rest of the kit that it came with. A bunch of different cables, wires, Bluetooth, module, controller, all the hardware is in here. So we're just going to get starting with the install.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing either, but we got the manual in front of us, and hopefully we do it right.
I know how to put brackets on.
Yeah, that's what we're doing first.
Got that under control.
Okay, let's do that first.
Okay. Alright, so we decided on where we are going to mount the two panels. It's directly proportionally on this line and hugging this rib.
Yeah, and this is the middle rib, so we made sure that they were perfectly even in the middle so the weight is evenly distributed.
Yep. And it's not much weight, but proportionally it's in the back, so that adds room or weight for the back, which you want on a rear wheel drive Sprinter. So that's a plus. And yeah, now we're gonna put our Sharpie marks in, do our pre-drills, and off to the races. In order to get the two panels to run together, we need to combine them. The kit that we bought came with adapters. How you do this is your negative, this is your positive. You take both positive leads from either side, positive into this negative, negative, so you get your positive, positive, and then it turns into a double positive. Negative, negative, into the positive side, negative, negative, then you get your double negative. And it just maximizes that power 2x.
Alright, so right now we're just getting the first one down, but basically under each of these brackets we're going to be putting what's left of our butyl tape. So we just put a strip down, you can kind of see it oozing out right here, and then he's just using a ratchet to adhere it all the way down really tight, and that's what we're going to be doing all the way around. This one you can see butyl tape right here. You can see through the holes, so we did that to make sure to seal the holes also, and then on the bottom we'll probably go around the screw with either more butyl tape or some silicone just to make sure it's really waterproof. Alright, so Lloyd is continuing to attach the solar panels down. It's getting close to 9 now, so we're just going to finish this tonight, attaching them, and then we'll come back tomorrow to do the entry cable and everything else that we're going to work on this weekend. So this will be the end of tonight, so next time you'll see us will be a new day.
Tomorrow. It's coming. Welcome back to another episode, boys and girls. Today we are chipping away on our van to-do list. First thing we're going to do this morning is place two holes so that our positive and negative wires can run down into the interior of the van from the solar panels. So that is the first thing we're going to tackle this morning. Let's get up on the roof and make it happen. Panels themselves have been self-tapped and butyl taped to the roof. From here we have our adapting connectors, one for positive, one for negative. We are going to run them both over to this side here, and then in this general vicinity is where this will go.
And then we have the...
And the negative is going to pop up here.
Yeah, and then this one is going to go here.
Yep.
And so this has openings right here, so we're going to feed it the long way through, so we don't have to cut a bigger hole for this. We can just cut a smaller hole for this one and feed it through each of these holes, so we have an entry for the positive and negative cables. and now we're going to use this Rust-Oleum paint and primer to make sure there isn't going to be any rust. But we'll have to get rid of the shavings first.
So we have the wires running completely through the adapter set. This will be siliconed down there, and then back here we have these tightening mechanisms that are going to cinch down on that wire and create a seal for the elements. So if you look down below, we've created a butyl tape barrier that seals and insulates that interior hole. So now we're going to squash this puppy down with some more butyl tape and some silicone, as I understand. And ideally that should do the trick. I think we're going to go pretty liberal on the silicone though.
Yes.
Just to get this to stay.
Yeah, since this doesn't have any, like, obviously you can't see any screwing holes, there isn't technically any, like, in my opinion, secure attachment to the roof, so I want to make sure that we have a lot of silicone, and we have a whole full tube right here of 100% silicone. So that's what we're going to do now. We definitely put a lot more than we needed to, but extra security makes us feel a lot better about this, so it should be great. We'll just let it dry, and then our whole roof should be waterproof. Alright, this is what the roof looks like from the roof. Just put a little bit of butyl around each of the wires, run the whole thing just to make sure it's extra secure and waterproof on the interior of the van.
Okay, we're taking our wires, we're gonna go here, tape them to that, go this way, tape this, then we'll connect to this wire harness, shoot over about 4 feet and down to around here, where in the future our closet will be, and we'll have direct access to our batteries. So for now, let's get our wires over there, start the time lapse.
Alright, so we got the wiring done, we have it taped up, and then we're probably just gonna cut it probably down to the floor just in case, so we have extra wiring if we need to. But we're thinking we're gonna have the battery kind of in the middle, so it's kind of at eye level that we can use it right away. But we have it all taped up, and we put it through this, what's it called? We put it through the thing.
Conduit for wires.
Yeah, the wire are already
Wire
in.
harness.
So we're gonna cut these, and then we're gonna have all this extra wire that we're possibly also gonna use to help wire the fans, so everything's run by the same exact wire. But yeah, basically almost done with our electrical.
Yeah, I feel like we've simplified this times 10 to 100 by not going the inverter route and just by using portable batteries.
Yeah, have we told them about our battery setup?
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about our battery philosophy. Right off the bat, we went with the Jackery Explorer 500 series. This is a lithium-ion portable battery system. The philosophy behind going for a battery like this versus setting up a solar battery bank that is not going to move around and is going to stay in one area of the van versus being able to hook this up to our solar and our fans and everything else that we want to power in here. By the way, we can get larger batteries that hold more charge and then rotate them onto and off the panels.
Yeah, this is just the medium-sized Jackery. It's the 500 that holds 24 amp hours, and the biggest one that they recently came out with is the 1000, which holds a little over double what this one does. So if we need to, eventually when we are potentially thinking about going full-time van life, we could get that one, or we could get the same size one and have 48 amp hours, so 2 full days of battery, and there's no way we're going to go through that, obviously, in the 2 days, because we'll also have it fully charging from the solar, and we just won't be using that much power. So this is plenty for what we need right now, and we can always add on in the future if we need to.
Totally. And from how it's wired right now, if we want to go to the full-fledged, get the inverter, we already have the solar charge controller and like a Bluetooth module, so we can set it up that way, but right now we're just gonna run and gun it with portables, because honestly I like that philosophy better, whereas like I can take the power and go and sit on the rocks and work on whatever.
So if we ever want to maybe park our van somewhere and go on like a hike camping for a couple nights or something, but we still need battery, we can bring this bigger one if we need to do larger tasks, or else Lloyd does have 2 smaller ones than this that we could also bring with us. But the whole point of like why we got this one is because it's about, our whole electrical system is about half the price of a typical electric system for van lifers. The stationary batteries, you can't take them out really, like we would have no use for them if we stop van life. This one we can use basically for the rest of our lives. We can take it out, we can bring it in a house, a hotel, coffee shops, anything. So we really feel like the portable battery option is the best option for what we're looking to do.
For
really.
us.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got our plus and our negative hooked up to the adapter. Those are taped together, and this one is not taped together that cleanly, so we'll probably touch that up real quick.
We'll do that.
OCD, ADD, and then we're gonna go over here.
It's an 8mm adapter that will just plug right in there.
Light, camera, action. This says we have 64 watts of solar currently coming through our panels.
And right now it looks like the sun is just starting to poke out now, so it's not even a fully sunny day. And we're already getting a lot of watts. We did test it out before when it was a little bit more cloudy, and that was only getting 33 watts of power in, so this is already getting double basically with the sun not even completely out.
Yeah. So like the sun just is basically hitting the panels now.
Yep.
So I would imagine, I mean, it's 11:30. As the day progresses, as the sun gets taller and higher, it's going to hit that perfect angle. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now we can charge this with our solar. We did it.
We did it! Alright, so this is all of our wiring. We have it taped up with that Gorilla Tape, and then we just fed it through this conduit that had the other wiring in it. You can see right here, this is the solar wiring all the way through there. This is the other fan, and now we have all these jumbo wires right here. I'll show you how we run our electric. So this one right here is to charge the Jackery. So kind of move it over so you can see it. So it's charging, it's at 100%, so we don't really need it to be charging right now. It's pulling 31 watts because the clouds came back. And then we bought this cigarette lighter splitter. It also has 2 USB ports in it, but since we have 2 fans, we obviously, if we want to put both of them, have them running, we can't put them both in. So plug them into here. Plug this into the cigarette lighter, turn it on. Also have to turn this on, and then they are both running now. This is just the one speed because you don't want it to be too loud to show you guys. And if we come back here, this one is also going. So that's our solar electric fan set up, guys.
So it's obviously a little mess right there, but once that gets cleaned up, I like the simplicity of the system. We have 100% battery. We brought the battery in here at around 96%.
Yeah.
It took
Not even half an
maybe
hour.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's at 100, just hopped off in partly cloudy weather. These run a low, both of them running on one is 37 watts, and right now we're getting more sunlight.
You can see that.
I'm gonna get this shot. So right now we're pulling 50 watts of solar from the sun, and we're only using 38, and we have both the fans on. So this is completely self-sustainable right now in the daytime to have some cool breeze in here.
Sweet. Now, you can check that off our list. wire, fans, and solar. Done.